Hey YouTube, it's your boy Jay with me, and this video is another reaction video. Say that it says how to not take a joke and ruin your reputation overnight. The Beabadoobee crash out incident. I don't know anything about this person, but it seemed like I should tap in, tune in. You mean?
I I cannot believe that I'm making a video about this. This is probably the dumbest topic I've ever spoken about on this channel. This all started with such a dumb, brain-rotted meme and has now reached tens of millions of people that we have to talk about it. My favorite part is how this incident made Moist Critical have a midlife crisis. The guy genuinely feels old because he didn't know this was happening, and when he found out about it, he was just so confused, like, how is this a thing? This whole thing is just that stupid. But what happened exactly? Well, the person at the center of it all is none other than Beabadoobee. Oh my god. All right, listen. At this point, most people call her Yabba so we're just gonna do that. The person at the center of this incident is Yabba, okay? And she's a fairly huge.
Who is this, bro? Like, that's when everybody has their level of fame. Like, there's always a famous person or a star out there that no one knows about. Like, who is this person, bro?
Artist. She gets over 25 million monthly listeners every month on Spotify and has a song with almost 2 billion streams, okay? It's not an easy thing to do. It easily puts you in the top 1% of the top 1% in terms of music. So how did we get here? Well, you're in luck because I know everything about this, okay? I actually use TikTok. This is a real image of me scrolling through TikTok, all right? There's really not much up there. When the whole, I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is that they give you the property meme was like blowing up. I thought this was the funniest thing I had seen in a very long time, all right? Like, and it was the same exact thing with this stupid meme involving Yabba. Here's the context, okay? This right here is NBA YoungBoy. He's a rapper who's been in many controversies. In fact, he's literally sitting in jail right now. One of those controversies is how his songs sound nothing like how he sings. To show you this, here's a wonderful clip of him singing raw, with no autotune or post-processing. Listen to this angel. It's like he's trying to sound bad on purpose. And obviously in the song, he sounds nothing like this. Completely different person. Now look, just like with everything, right? You see this a lot with football, for example. People love to talk about their opinions regarding who's good and who's bad. I guess it's the normie way of making tier lists. In regards to rappers, there's always been these lists of bad versus good versus GOAT rappers. And you see it pop up multiple times from different channels, each getting millions of views. All these factors resulted in this meme being born. Watch and I'll explain, but I think it's self-explanatory.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
Can't remember how to say your name.
I can't believe I still find this funny, but
So,
I mean,
is it
so
just
stupid.
them lying?
So the idea here is that, yes, they're making fun of this whole tier list thing, right? But this whole thing is meant to be an oxymoron, like the opposite of what they're trying to say. Yabba over here has genuine musical talent. Singing raw is enough for you to think, wow, she's good. She doesn't need post-processing or autotune.
See, bro, that is true. Like, if you don't know a person and they're big, whatever you learn when you first figured out who they were, that's how you receive them. Like, if I would have figured out who she was without him saying yabba do, I would have been calling her regular name, like shit like that. You gotta control that.
Or whatever. She can sing straight into a mic with a guitar and sound amazing. While NBA YoungBoy sounds so damn bad without any modifications to his voice that you can't even consider this guy a musician. In conclusion, this meme compliments the hell out of Yabba and takes the complete piss out of NBA YoungBoy. That's the whole point. I was sending this to my friends thinking it's the funniest thing ever. Some of them laughed, some of them didn't understand why I found it funny. Anyway, just like any meme on TikTok, it evolved very rapidly, and within a few days, people wouldn't even give Yabba any screen time anymore, right? Like making the meme even funnier. Watch.
What?
Versus artists who can sing.
Oh.
It's so stupid, bro. They didn't even let the woman speak, right? But that's the whole point. Just her being like, is better than any of NBA YoungBoy's raw singing. And of course, the effects on him are even more dramatic now, with people in the comments saying, oh yeah, don't worry, this is actually what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting it. It's not funny to me.
It's like when he
The
things,
hell?
this actually happens. He has rays shoot out his eyes, and he has aura around him, okay? Like, don't think this is fake or anything. The meme's final stage was it becoming pure and utter brain rot. That's usually the life cycle of a TikTok meme. Starts
This
off
is
funny,
brain
evolves
rot.
into
What do
brain
you
rot,
mean?
and then ends with the biggest form of brain rot you can imagine. This right here is a great example, with them giving Beabadoobee literally one frame.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
You can't even tell what's happening. You can't even tell what's going on. Some of the comments would say, don't worry, guys, he's in there somewhere. Like he's don't worry, like I'm sure he's here. Like this has to be him. No one else has this happen when they sing. Unfortunately, though, the meme getting to this point meant that it was gonna die pretty soon. I was starting to see it way less on my TikTok, and it was clear it was about to die and we were gonna move on to something else.
Okay.
Until Beabadoobee decided to make an Instagram
she got a
story
response.
post. You have to understand, at this point, this meme was huge on TikTok and also on Instagram. But this was the first time she had ever brought it up. So obviously, many people went to see what she had to say. They were hoping that she was going to be in on the joke. But instead, they got the complete opposite.
I've seen so many comments about this, but I've never seen the actual videos. But the fucking men commenting, artists who can sing vs who can't. Like, just tell me you don't get no girls. Just tell me, like, your mother didn't love you. Just, like, you might as well just say it.
Bro, it's just a
It's
joke.
obvious. It's plain. I've stalked your fucking profiles and Does it hurt me? Not really, if I'm being completely honest. I know
Clearly.
men are mad at me because I probably get more girls than them, and I'm not even gay. I'm not even gay. I don't even know what I am.
God,
Maybe I'm
bro.
bi,
It's
who
not
knows?
even about that.
But in all seriousness, who gives a fuck?
You
okay,
do.
artists you can sing, vs you can't. I still got more money than you.
Oh my God,
And you're still
bro.
a man.
Ain't no
So-
way.
What? This is terrible. This is terrible. Like she's not even making sense. Her response doesn't even make sense. Like first of all, if the meme isn't right, her response is fucking terrible to it. It's not even.
Also, the block button exists. Like, I will literally just.
All right, you get the point, bro. You know, I mean, wow, you know, what a crash out. I didn't even watch the video, but I get more girls than you. I have more money than you, and you're a man. Like, that's a bad thing. She's always had this image of being innocent, humble, pure, and with this one video, she just ended all of it. People online don't know her personally. She might be the nicest, kindest person on the entire planet.
Father
But for
figure.
people
She got a shirt that says father figure?
who had just discovered her from this meme, they got the idea that she's selfish, self-centered, and sexist. Shortly after, she deleted the story, but as you can see, one of her fans on TikTok reposted it. And she had unintentionally not just revived the meme, but rebuilt it stronger than it used to be. And instead of dying out, it just continued evolving. But
She
now
made it
they were
worse.
gonna call her out. Like this one right here, watch.
Cipher writers capable of encompassing the beauty of music in their vocalization against minstrels who cannot endure a jest and raise their voices in a song.
Men of impassioned artistry, those endowed with the gift of song versus those...
Alright. That was
Be a
getting
young
crazy.
boy without auto-tune.
Like what? I'm
Look,
starting to
realistically,
get out a
this
little.
was the situation. Millions of people were made aware of who Beabadoobee is. At the same time, they were also made aware that she's a great musician with pure, raw talent. I personally had no idea who she was or that she even existed. It made me check her out, listen to her music, and all she had to do was signal that these millions of people discovering her for the first time were welcome. Like, look, this right here is a clip of Pitbull thanking his fans for showing up with bald caps to his concert, saying that he really appreciates it, okay? Now, yeah, you can get butthurt, like, oh my god, they're making fun of the fact that I'm
Yeah.
bald, or understand, no, this is just them appreciating you. They're doing this because it's you.
Now, I want to say a special thank you to everybody that came out with ball caps here tonight. I appreciate y'all.
That's
Yeah,
all
they
she had to do.
literally paid and came to his show. Like, bro, they're putting money in your pockets and they're not even making fun of you at that point. You literally paid to come to my show. Why would I be mad that y'all got ball caps on?
acknowledge it positively by making a joke about it, by making a video referencing it, whatever. And then she would have been able to turn all these potential new fans to actual fans. But she didn't. Unfortunately, she doubled down with an even worse video on her TikTok story. In this almost 5-minute rant, she finally talks more in detail about what's bothering her, but unfortunately, it's overshadowed by some really immature comments. What she didn't like about all this attention were some really weird and rude comments she was getting on her videos. Look, I've seen the comments on these meme videos, okay? A lot of them are saying, wow, she really does sing very well. And sometimes, yeah, you might see a comment here or there saying, oh my god, she's so hot. Does anyone have any sexy pics of her? Whatever. She unfortunately only focused on the negative here, and she focused that negativity purely on men's existence.
It's her
The one thing that is
personality.
deep.
I don't like women that think like this because it doesn't even make sense. Like it's like a way of living. Like they believe that men are less and that like it just doesn't make sense that you anything's above a man. Like it's not even feminism. It doesn't even, it's like racism to men. It just doesn't make sense for you to be looking how she is and really wearing it. And she looks
Is
stupid.
the comments that resurfaced
She
and the
looks
comments
dumb.
that I started getting recently since I've been going more viral on this app from this same incel culture that this meme comes from, okay? And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm grouping like individuals, but yes, it's mostly men. Like,
Are we talking about the same meme? Like, are we really like? Let's just take.
It's not men. It's like it has to be little kids, not little kids, but teens.
A step back here. We are talking about the meme where NBA YoungBoy is shooting lasers from his eyes while singing opera while explosions and fire surrounds him.
That's funny. It's
are
funny
talking about
how serious she's being about something that isn't serious at all.
that, right? Incel culture? Men? Really? Her own fans were also so confused. This TikTok has millions of views. It says, how it feels seeing my queen Beabadoobee crash out over one of the most obvious jokes of the century, right? She got rage baited is what happened. And it's so frustrating to see. Look, you could genuinely spend $10 million hiring an advertising agency to, I don't know, spread more awareness about you and your music. They wouldn't even be able to do 10% of what that meme did. And all you had to do was just acknowledge it, not even embrace it, acknowledge it. It was literally on its last legs. It was about to die any second, and you revived it with your reaction. And from that moment on, she became fair game. The memes came back with a vengeance, but this time they were malicious on purpose.
Hey Goob, what's up? Cool binder. Hey Goob, wanna come over to my house today?
They all hated me.
Okay, this one's kind of funny. All right. Okay, this one.
Nah, this just exposed a side of her personality that she didn't have to voice. Like she could have kept that. What is it? Because misogynistic is basically like how a man feels about women. What is it? I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know what it's called. What the hell is this called? Women who feel men are less. What is this? What is that? Um, what is it called? Misogyny? Misandry? Misandry. Misandry. Okay. Well, new word. New word, chat.
One was funny, but the next ones are actually malicious.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are stupid and can't sing better than a fucking hamster.
it's fucking men commenting, artists who can sing, yes, you can't. Like, just tell me the house. Just tell me, like, come on, like, just...
Yeah, this was it. You know, she was fair game. TikTok was out for vengeance. That's how it is.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are fucking horrible at singing.
Oh my god.
Night balls, I'm gay, I like boys, I kidnap autistic kids, little Mosies.
I will say this though, I think it's important to point out yes, a lot of memes did go too far. What I just showed you could still be equated as some form of banter, but this next one isn't.
Rapers who can sing versus rapers who are so fucking shit at singing and should fucking give up on their music careers because of how fucking shit their fucking music is, and they should just end it all at this fucking point. Additionally, they're a sexist fucking whore who can't take a fucking joke and is a dirty, disgusting bitch.
God damn. You get the point, all right?
Damn,
This is like, the majority of this TikTok is just him insulting her. This has millions of views, 250,000 likes, and it's still on the platform. I would say that's too far because it's literally calling for her to off herself. So as you can see, it did go out of control, and there were millions of people participating in this. At the same time, her fans were also having a crisis. How it feels to be a male Beabadoobee fan right now who actually enjoys her music. She had called out an entire gender for all the problems in her life involving this meme. And now instead of gaining millions of new followers, she risked losing them. Her fans were also being targeted. Like there's this one fan called Eggy99 who is like the biggest Beabadoobee simp, and yeah, people just make fun of them in the comments whenever they post something about her. Look at this. You're gonna be a madman after this ratio. Out-ratioed, out-ratioed, out-ratioed. Like they just... This has to be a troll account. Like, this has to be. This is just so embarrassing, dude. And it doesn't show any sign of stopping anytime soon. But at the same time, she isn't showing any sign of stopping either. In her official Spotify playlist, she changed the description to "Some men really can't take a joke." She also posted this to her Instagram.
How are you saying that men can't take a joke? You literally can't take a joke.
Story, right? This was very recent with her.
She's very pretty, but that pisses me off because she's bird brain. I hate pretty girls who are bird brain.
Song Real Man. Even her fans are saying, hey, listen, I love you, but you're just adding fuel to the fire. This started with a dumb, really stupid, brain-rotted TikTok meme, and it could have stayed that way. It could have been dead by now. Beabadoobee could have literally had millions of new followers, listeners, fans. But instead, she now has millions of haters. There are some very unhinged individuals calling for her
she got offended over a meme.
To off herself in TikToks, which haven't been removed yet. And this controversy doesn't seem to be dying anytime soon because she keeps putting fuel on it as well. I don't want to assume anything about her, right? She does have her perspective, her point of view, but I think anyone can agree, right? Anyone, that she could have at least handled it better. She could have maybe scripted it or thought about it a bit more, not just rant about it and blame an entire gender for her problems. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to TikTok.
That didn't make sense because you just said men when I don't think men are just simply on TikTok like that. It's boys. Boys are editing that video, deep frying it, and like
hopefully find a new brain-rotted meme to send to my friends so that they can block me, and yeah.
Like, how could a boy get offended? But I know, like, men, women, boy, girl. But how can a boy genuinely get offended? It doesn't make sense.
I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Thanks so much for watching until the end, and I love you. Mwah.
Alright. Beabadoobee men have a boyfriend, by the way. You have a boyfriend, by the way? Bruh. It's GG's for her, bro. She's cooked. Alright? She's cooked. She got some crazy stats. She's talented, but the way that she went on about the situation, the meme doesn't even make sense to me. But if I was in her shoes, I would feel like y'all playing with me. Like, why are y'all, you mean initially? But literally, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't even know how to, like, I wouldn't she took it way too personal. It's your boy, Genuous Me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.